Now, one of the Clinton campaign's critiques of Bernie Sanders is that he is not a Democrat. He's technically not in the Democratic Party. He's an independent. And so they take a look at that and they say, well, he's not really one of us. He's not running as a Democrat. Well, he's running as a Democrat, but he never really was a Democrat. So, he's using the party. He's not one of us. No. If you want a real Democrat, vote for Hillary Clinton. That's essentially their message. That's the new message. It's been for a while. So, however, according to Sanders' campaign manager, Jeff Weaver, that whole argument is going to be put to bed because he's now saying that Sanders is a Democrat and will be staying that way. Now, when asked this question by Mark Halperin on Bloomberg Politics about his party affiliation, he said this, or he asked this question: if Senator Sanders is not the nominee, he will stay in the Democratic Party forever now, right? Will he stay? Well, he is a Democrat. According to Weaver, he said he's a Democrat and he's going to be supporting the Democratic nominee, whoever that is. Well, there's only one other choice other than Bernie Sanders, and that's Hillary Clinton. But, of course, I understand why he doesn't want to say that. Now, Halperin pressed, but he is a member of the Democratic Party now. For life? Weaver responded, yes, he is. Yes, he is. So now I'm a little mixed on this, right? Now, because I've been very, very critical of the Democratic Party. Now, they are right now, in my opinion, mostly neoliberal and mostly corporatist. And I'm sure a lot of you probably agree. However, on the other hand, they also do have Elizabeth Warren, Tulsi Gabbard, and a mix of other members who are actually quite progressive. So the idea here is that Bernie Sanders, if he becomes a member of the party, either as the president or someone who actually ran a strong campaign against Hillary Clinton, he could end up having some major sway within the party, especially if he continues to raise money for down-ballot Democrats, which he's doing to at least 3 of them that I'm aware of. 3 very progressive members that are looking to get elected into Congress. So if he does that, he could have some sway. He could actually build a progressive coalition within the Democratic Party. Fascinating. That means that he could steer the Democratic Party back to where it should be, working for the people instead of working for large multinational corporations, which is who they work for now. Now, of course, I'm totally in favor of that for sure. And I've been talking about the need for that for probably, a couple years now? Long time. Now, I do have some concerns, right? Now, if he stays a Democrat, what will happen to his independent support? Remember, most independents are supporting Bernie Sanders. He's getting 60 to 70% of independent support in a lot of states. Well, what happens to that? Will he still have that crossover appeal from being an independent if he becomes a Democrat instead? Now, maybe. I mean, we have seen a lot of independents in closed primary systems register as Democrats to be able to vote in the primary. So, I don't know. Maybe this is his way of bringing a huge base of progressives and moderates who don't exactly align with the neoliberal principles of the current Democratic Party into the party in order to change it for the better. So, I've outlined some pros, I've outlined some cons. So what I want to do is that I want to turn it over to you guys. Because, of course, you guys in the audience are incredibly smart, you guys and gals. So I want to ask you guys, what do you think about Sanders going from a lifelong independent to a Democrat? Do you see more pros? Do you see more cons? Am I missing something? For example, do you think that he can attract more people into the Democratic Party and actually build a progressive coalition within the existing framework of the Democratic Party? So, that's one of the questions. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is this a good idea, bad idea, and all the other stuff that I've outlined.